Motion. Not only is the album her most successful to date, it's given Amy Grant her very first #1 solo single, Baby Baby. And joining us right now, the voice and the face from that video, Amy Grant. Good to have you with us.
Thanks. It's good to be here.
Thank you. After selling 10 million records worldwide, winning 5 Grammy Awards, how does this new and greater success on the charts feel?
Well, it's a thrill. It really is. And I don't know. More people come up and say hi on the street, and I never thought it would happen. It's really been fun.
I guess that was a dumb question. You're enjoying it. You're happy about it, right?
Yeah.
How do you expect you to feel about it?
Me. Yeah.
This is, though, a departure for you in terms of image. This is a new Amy Grant from the Amy Grant we're accustomed to seeing, a new kind of image, geared more towards popular success. What's going on here?
Yeah.
Is this, why this change in image?
See, that's funny. I don't really think it's a change in image. I must have really been I don't know, a piece of stale bread before.
You said that. I don't think I'd quite put it that way. But, you know, the image was considered, I think it's fair to say, a more wholesome, clean-cut, in the Christian music mode image. Whereas now this is a sexier, more daring kind of image. And so what's going on here?
I guess maybe so. I think it's all in the way, where you come from and just how you see it. You know, everybody sees things differently. But my whole thrust with music right now is to write and perform music that's fun, that just the kind of stuff that I grew up with. I feel like there can never be enough of that. I mean, I remember the first time I heard the Beatles, I Want to Hold Your Hand, and I just thought, yes, that's it. And we just need as much of that as we can get, just innocent, out there having a good time. And I think that sex appeal plays in there somewhere, but even that is... It's not the focus of what I'm doing. It really isn't. It's just trying to provide a great music backdrop for...
Well, I can buy that, expanding your talent as a performer and doing the music that's fun for you. But as a businesswoman, you certainly must be aware that this kind of music and this kind of video is going to bring you more commercial success than perhaps some of your earlier music did.
Well, I think so.
Would you admit that?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, let me put the question another way. Are there fans of yours who were with you back at the beginning when you were labeled, quote, Christian music performer, who are questioning your expanding your role now into more pop, secular kind of music?
Well, it's honestly the response I've gotten in letters, and I've joked, you know, unless somebody is doing a great job screening my mail, that people that I've sung to for years are very supportive of this. Back in 1985, I did an album called Unguarded, and it was the first step that I made, kind of saying, hey, my ultimate hope is to make this thing wider, you know, broader. And back then, you know, that's really when the Rotten Tomatoes showed up at the concerts. But since then, I think people have gone, hey, she's not a monster, it's the same girl, and they've really grown with me.
All right, we'll dispense with this line of questioning then by saying it's safe to say that just because you're doing different kind of music now with what some perceive as a different image, it doesn't mean that you have gone from Amy Grant, a Christian, to Amy Grant, totally secular woman of the world.
I don't think so, yeah.
Let's get back to your personal life a little bit. You have another child now. When I last saw you were a mother of one. You're now a mother of 2.
That's right. I was pregnant the last time I saw you.
Right.
That morning I had my jeans going. And anyway.
And your daughter's name is?
Her name is Millie.
Millie.
And
no relation to Vanilli.
No. God, I knew you were going to say that. Oh, that was my great-grandmother's name.
I tried not to.
It was the worst time in history to name a child Millie because, you know, everybody said that. They're going, gee, everybody else hates that group right now. You really are.
Your daughter doesn't cry. She lip syncs, right?
Right. Anyway. But that song, Baby Baby, honestly, I got the inspiration for that lyric from Millie. And I kept trying to write a romantic song, and Keith Thomas, that wrote the music, kept saying, it's just call it Baby Baby. Write anything fun, romantic, but call it Baby Baby. And I just couldn't get the mental image. Yeah. And one day I looked at her sweet face and sat down in about 10 minutes and just, you know.
10 minutes? You wrote that song in 10 minutes?
Well, I mean, yeah, the part that I wrote, the lyric,
wow.
Yeah.
Is there anything different about motherhood the second time around? Is it easier, more difficult, more challenging?
Well, I think motherhood in general, you know, we're all so accustomed to control, and I think that you have your first child and you're thinking, God, you know, I can't quite control my life anymore. You have two and it's like, next, you know, total wildness. You know, if I brush my hair once every 5 days, I feel like I'm really doing good. You know.
Well, I'm glad you brushed it this morning, Amy, and I'm glad you joined us. Great to have you here again.
Thank you.
And continued success to you.
Thank you.
Okay. It is now 44 minutes past the hour, a cup's worth of environmental advice when Good Morning America continues after this from Universal Pictures. 8 minutes past the hour. The reigning queen of Christian pop was how a reviewer once described Amy. In recent years, however, the accent has been more on the pop, and no more so than on her new album, Heart in Motion. Not only is the album her most successful to date, it's given Amy Grant her very first #1 solo single, Baby Baby.